dear children of class 2. So children, how are you? I hope you all are keeping well. Today in EVS, we begin with a new topic, that is air around us. Okay, so we know water is important for our life, clothes are important, we need a house to take shelter, to protect ourselves, right? And air is also important. Why? Because if we don't breathe, we will not be able to live, right? We are alive because we breathe. What do we breathe? Air. Fine. So we feel air around us. So let us know the importance of air. Fine. Air around us. So air is made by man? No. Air is a natural resource and it is present everywhere. So children, can you see air or can you taste or smell? So we cannot see air, but we can feel it. So we can feel air. It cannot be seen. Air is very important for living things like trees, animals, human beings. Because without air, a living organism will die. We will survive without air? No. So air is very important. Now moving air is called wind. And this wind, when it becomes very strong, it is called storm, right? And it damages the houses. Fine? Properties of air. Let us see the first property. Air can change the shape of things. Now children, you see this balloon, okay? Okay. Now, this is a deflated balloon. This air is not in this balloon. So, you will see how the air changed the shape of this balloon. Okay, now we will blow air into this balloon. So children, as you blow air into the balloon, it grows in size. It takes the shape. Fine? Okay. Now when we press this balloon, so there's something inside. You know what we had done? Yeah, we had blown air into this balloon. So air is present inside. Fine. So air can change the shape of an object. Next property is air takes up space. We have filled the tub with water and we will put an empty glass inside. Empty glass, we are going to put it inside the water. What will happen? Water will not enter the glass. Fine? Why? Because air is already present inside this glass. Now when we tilt the glass, see, when we tilt the glass, what we can see? We can see the bubbles from the mouth of the glass coming out. You know why? Because there was air inside the glass. And once we tilt the glass, the air escapes from the glass. And see, the water bubbles. Yes? So, air escapes from the glass and water gets inside it. Fine? That shows that air takes up space. Now let's see the next property. Air has weight. Now children, you see here two balloons. Both the balloons are inflated. Air present in both the balloons. Now what happens next? And you can see that it is balanced, right? Okay. So children, now you see one side you will see inflated balloon filled with air, and next is deflated balloon. So the inflated balloon side, you will see it is little heavier. So that shows what? Air has weight. Fine? And the next property of air is air expands when we heat it. Now children, look at this bottle with a balloon. Can you see? It has not inflated. No changes. Because the water is cold. Okay? When we heat the water, what happens? Let's see. So now hot water is inside the bottle. And you can see balloon is inflated. Because the heat from the water makes air inside the bottle and that takes up more space. And that is why we see inflated balloon. Air around us. So we know we have already learned that air is present all around us. We cannot see air. We cannot smell or touch it. However, we can feel air when it moves. So all living things need air to breathe and live. Let us learn more about air. So here you see the picture. If you sit under the fan, you can feel moving air. Fine. Now, what are the properties of air? Air can change the shape of things. So when air is filled into a flat tire, the tire changes its shape. A balloon becomes much larger and round in shape when air is blown into it. This shows that air can change the shape of things. Air takes up space. Air is present everywhere. If you push an empty bottle into a bucket full of water, you will see bubbles coming out of the water. These are bubbles of air that were already present inside the bottle. Air has weight. To find this out, you will need a weighing machine and a deflated football. Deflated means when the air is taken out of the football. This is deflated football. Put the deflated football on the weighing machine and note its weight. So this is deflated balloon, and when you fill air into the football, that is inflated. Okay? So fill air into this deflated balloon and compare the weight. The football filled with air will be heavier than the deflated one. Now, air expands when we heat it. When you fix a balloon on the mouth of a glass bottle kept in hot water, the balloon gets filled with air after some time. This is because the heat from the water makes air inside the bottle take up more space. The air then rises to fill up the balloon. This shows that air expands when heated. We can feel air when it moves, right? So when we stand near a moving fan, we can feel the moving air. And this moving air is called what? Wind. And the wind, when the wind is very strong, then it is a storm which brings damages, right? When we have sometimes strong wind, storm, what happens? Many houses are destroyed by the storm. So children, today we'll do up to moving air, right? We'll meet again in the next class. You practice what we have done today. Kindly do the reading. We'll meet again in the next class. Till then, bye children.